So chapter 8, light. Okay. Now, can someone tell me what is the definition for light? How can you define light energy? You can say it's a form of energy which creates a sense of vision. Okay. A form of energy which creates a sense of vision is called as light energy. Okay. That's light energy. Okay. Now, what is light? If I ask you what is light, I have already explained you these things, right? So, what is light? What is light? What is light? Light is a narrow, narrow band of electromagnetic, electromagnet, electromagnetic wave spectrum, electromagnetic wave spectrum, which which can be seen. Okay. To the lower, अगर मैं इसमें मैं और पॉइंट्स डालूं, so to its lower end we we have radiations, the waves like IR. IR का मतलब होता है infrared. अच्छा ये लोअर एंड नहीं हो जाएगा, अपर एंड हो जाता है, इंफ्रारेड अपर एंड में आ जाएगा. ओके. एंड to its lower end we have waves like UV, which is called as ultra ultraviolet. Okay, ultraviolet. Okay. So अगर हम लोग ये narrow ये band देखते हैं, if we talk about the narrow band of electromagnetic wave spectrum which can be seen, so let's assume that this is a narrow band of spectrum, okay, in which we can see from this point, for example, to this point. So the lower end over here, the lower end will be having, what will it be having? It will be having UV radiations, and in the upper end, it will be having infrared radiations. Over here, we will be having infrared radiation. Okay, so let me write it for you people so that you get a better understanding. So this is UV, this is IR, and this portion over here, the downward portion, this one is nothing but the visible light. Okay, this will be visible. It is visible. Okay, so to the left side of the visible light we have UV, which is ultraviolet. To the right side of the visible light we have infrared. Okay, so from a huge band of waves that we have in the universe, okay, a very narrow band can be seen by our eyes, and that narrow band of colors or waves that we can see is nothing but the visible light. To its left is UV, and to its right is IR. Okay. So in this chapter, what we are going to learn about is, okay, there are two things that we're going to learn in this chapter. Okay, two important phenomena, two important phenomena. Okay, two important phenomena when it comes to learn about light are. Okay, what are these two important phenomena that we are going to learn in this chapter? The first one is reflection, reflection, and the second thing is refraction. The second thing that we are going to learn about is refraction. Okay, fine. I guess all of you have understood this part and we don't have any doubts. We'll be learning about refraction in great more detail just now. Okay, now what is reflection? The phenomenon where light strikes strikes an object. Okay, that object can be completely opaque or transparent, opaque or transparent, and the light and gets bounced back is called as reflection of light. It is called as reflection of light. I guess you understood this part, right? Okay. Now, if we talk about refraction of light, the phenomenon where light deviates, deviates means it gets distracted or move away, away or towards. Okay. So the phenomenon where light deviates, gets distracted, or moved away or towards its original from its original path of path is called as refraction of light. This this happens when we light. This happens when light changes its medium. Okay, medium of propagation. So propagation means something, but the place where the light is moving in. So if the light is moving its direction, if the light is changing its medium of propagation, at that time its velocity changes, and because of the change in velocity, it will be bended or moved away or towards from its actual path from where it was supposed to go to. Okay. I guess all of you have understood this. These points and these points are like very easy to understand, right? Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Let's talk about something more detailed. Like this, everything that you have learned right now, or the thing that I have said, that might be already known to you people, right? Okay, so let's start with something that you might not be knowing. Okay, so let's talk about reflection. Okay, so when we talk about reflection, okay, so when we talk about reflection, reflection is done by two objects or two different kinds of objects. Okay, let's talk one by one. Okay, so one here and let's say the other one. Whenever we say reflection, reflection come into the picture in two different types. Okay, so the first one is reflection in term reflection by plane surface or by plane mirrors. Okay, reflection by plane mirrors, which you have already learned in your 8th standard. Okay, and there is again a reflection by spherical mirror. Can someone tell me what is the difference between plane mirror and spherical mirror? The differences is very clear by simply reading its name. So let us take an example of these together. Okay. So if we take these examples, we come to know that we have two types. Then let's talk about this plane mirror. Plane mirror are exactly straight. Okay. But when you talk about spherical mirror, okay, when we talk about spherical mirrors have some curve. Okay, you get some curves. Okay, or in this case also we have one more. Okay, so we have some curves. Okay, so in case of plane mirror, what happens is you get a line, and then and you get a line of light, and that line of light gets reflected, right? Over here also you will get some line, and that gets reflected. Okay, over here you also get some line that also get reflected, but it's different for different places, right? For different examples, right? So a plane mirror is very plain, it has no curve or nothing over here. But when you talk about spherical mirrors have some curved in them, some curves, okay? And I will be explaining you, I will be talking about in detail about spherical mirrors very much. Okay, so we are going to learn about spherical mirrors in great detail in this standard because we've already learned about plane mirrors in 8th standard. Okay, so we're not going to like deep in plane mirror, but I'll be giving you a short revision of what we've learned in plane mirror so far, and then we'll be shifting our topics towards the spherical mirror part. Okay, fine. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about few properties for an image which you get when you place an object in front of a plane mirror. Okay, so properties of image is, let's see, one by one. Okay, you people can also add some points if you feel to, but I'll be writing them down. Okay, so the first point is like uh, image distance image distance is equal to object distance. So further away you put your object from the mirror, the more farther away your image will be inside the mirror. Okay. Point number two. Point two is point number two is image is always virtual. Virtual means it cannot be projected. It can be seen in that object itself. Like for example, if you see yourself in the mirror, your image is not projected to a screen or a wall or a paper or something like that. You can see your image in the mirror itself, nowhere else. So that kind of image will be called as a virtual image. Okay. It is upright. What do you mean by upright? If you are standing straight, your image will be standing straight. If you are inverted, the image will be also inverted. So it's uprighted. Okay. Fourth point is object size. Object size will be equal to image size. Okay. Object size will be equal to image size. Okay. Let's come to and see more topics, more point about them. Okay, so we have object size is equal to image size. Okay, let's see more points. Any more points? Image is laterally inverted. What do you mean by laterally inverted? Left becomes right and vice versa. Okay, left becomes right and vice versa. Okay, fine. So these are all the points that we can see for an image which is which is obtained by a plane mirror. Okay, I guess all of you are understanding everything properly, right? Do you people have any doubts or confusion? Please tell me. So these are all the points. Okay, so properties of images: image distance is equal to object distance. Image is always virtual, upright, and the object size is equal to image size. Image is laterally inverted. That means left becomes right and vice versa. Okay, fine. And now, what is erect? Yes, I'll come. Erect and upright is the same. Erect means something which is, if the object is kept straight, the image is straight, and if the object is kept inverted, then the object is also getting what that gets inverted. That kind of image will be called as erect images. Okay. So the way you keep the object, the same way you get the image, that is called as erect. And we'll be talking that in much more great detail in once we'll start with the topic of spherical mirrors. Okay. So we'll start with this. We'll start with this part, and we'll see that what is the difference. Okay, between these two mirrors. Okay. Now let me tell you. Let me like give you a brief about what are these two. What are the difference between these two spherical mirrors? Okay. So there are two kinds of spherical mirrors. One where the where the inner part or inner curve of the mirror is reflecting surface and not the outer one. So such kind of mirror will be called as, yes, it can be called as concave concave mirror. It is called as concave mirror. Okay, it is called as concave mirror. Okay, and the other kind of spherical mirror where the outer surface of the curve is reflecting surface, then that mirror will be called as convex mirror. That will be called as convex mirror. Okay, so let me just have a, like write it for you. So in concave, inner inner surface surface of curve, inner surface of curve, and for convex we have outer surface of the curve. Okay, so we have outer surface of the curve. Okay, so that's the difference between these two spherical mirrors. Okay, apart from that, everything apart from that, most of the thing is the same. Okay, so just give me some minute to make this.